Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. Hello.
Okay, so in the last class, we have discussed till types of X-ray tube, I think. Uh, from that chapter, only two topics left, rotating anode X-ray tube and stationary anode X-ray tube. Very small topic, so we will discuss those topics later. And today, I'm going to start the next chapter, electromagnetic induction. Okay, so before we start electromagnetics and induction, can anyone tell me the definition of electric field and magnetic field? In your own words, tell me the definition of electric field and magnetic field. Okay, leave magnetic field. Tell me the definition of electric field, because in the last semester I have told the definition of electric field, right? So tell me the definition in your own words in simple form. Nobody remember? You remember the definition or not? তোমালোকৰ মিউট থাকি থাকি অভ্যাস হৈ গৈছে দেই, তোমালোকে একদম ৰিপ্লাই নকৰা। Okay, so electric field is the area around a charged particle up to which it can attract or repel another charged particle. Okay, so similarly for magnetic field, the area around a magnet up to which it can attract another magnet. Okay, so the definition of electric field and magnetic field is similar. Electric field is the area around a charged particle up to which it can attract or repel another charged particle, and for magnetic field, the area around a magnet up to which it can attract another magnet. Okay, so for electric charge, we know there are two kind of charges in nature: positive charge and negative charge. And positive repel each other, positive negative attract each other, and also negative repel each other. Similarly, in case of a magnet, there are two poles in a magnet: north pole and south pole. North pole will repel each other, north pole, south pole will attract each other, and south pole also repel each other. So this is the similarity between electric field and magnetic field. So in the word electromagnetic induction, there it is a combination of electricity and magnetism. Okay, so we know that when charge is at rest, it produces a electric field around itself, and when the charges move, it produces electric current. Okay. So electricity and magnetism were considered separate and unrelated phenomena for a long time. So long time ago, electricity and magnetism were considered as separate phenomena, but we know that there is a relation between electricity and magnetism, and this is called electromagnetic induction. Okay, so in the early decades of the 19th century, experiments on electric currents by Ørsted, Ampere, and few others established that the fact electricity and magnetism are interrelated. They found that moving electric charges produce magnetic field. So not only moving electric charges produces current, but it also produces magnetic field. So when in an electric car in a wire, when charges move, it produces electric current along the wire, and it produces magnetic field around the electrical wire. So moving electric charges produces magnetic field, and the vice versa. Moving magnetic field can also produces electric current. Moving electric charges produces magnetic field. Again, moving magnetic field can also produces electric current. The experiments of Michael Faraday in England and Joseph Henry in USA, conducted around 1830, showed that changing magnetic field also produces electric current in closed coil. So when in a closed coil, we sense magnetic field near the closed coil, then in the coil electric current will produce. The phenomena in which current is generated by varying magnetic field is called electromagnetic induction or induced EMF. So this is the definition of electromagnetic induction, which is also called induced EMF. The phenomena in which electric current is generated by varying magnetic field is called electromagnetic induction. So when near a closed coil we sense the magnetic field continuously, then without applying any voltage we can see a electric current produced in the coil. Without applying voltage we can produce electric current in a coil by applying changing magnetic field. Okay. An EMF can be induced in two ways. When electric conductor is kept in a moving magnetic field, and when the electric conductor is constantly moving in a static magnetic field. So there are two ways in which induced EMF can be produced. First of all, when we uh, put a electric conductor in a moving electric field, and when the moving magnetic field, but next number 2 point, when magnetic field is constant but we are moving the electrical coil or electrical conductor, in that case also the conductor will feel change in magnetic field, because we are moving the conductor and magnetic field is not same in any particular area. Many electrical components such as motor, galvanometer, generators, transformer, etc. work on the principle of induced EMF. So, there are some components such as motor, galvanometer, generator, transformer, which is works on the principle of induced EMF. We will study the generators, transformers, etc. in this chapter. Okay. So this all about induced EMF. Induced EMF or electromagnetic induction mean the generation of electric current in a electrical current by varying magnetic field. Okay, and it can be produced in two waves: when we put the electrical conductor in a moving magnetic field, and when the magnetic field is constant but we constantly move the electrical conductor. Okay, next topic is self and mutual induction. Self induction, when the rate of change of current or rate of change of magnetic field in any coil produces voltage or EMF in the same coil, then it is called self induction. So when we put a closed coil in a moving magnetic field, or when we constantly move the electrical conductor in a constant magnetic field, if the EMF or induced EMF or the voltage is producing in that same coil only, then it is called self induction. Okay, mutual induction, when the rate of change of current or rate of change of magnetic field produces voltage or EMF in the nearby coil, then it is called mutual induction. In this case, the magnetic field is changing in the other coil, in a other coil, and current is producing in another coil. That is mutual induction. So there are two types of electromagnetic induction: self induction and mutual induction. Self induction, current is producing in the same coil, current or voltage is producing in the same coil where the rate of change of electric current Okay, so there are two types of electromagnetic induction: self induction, mutual induction. In case of same self induction, the current induced EMF or the voltage is producing in the same coil where the changes magnetic field is, or changing magnetic field is happening. Okay, in case of mutual induction, current will produce in a nearby coil and the change in magnetic field will occur in another coil. The last topic is Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. The law stated that the magnitude of induced EMF in a circuit is equal to the time rate of change of magnetic flux through the circuit. So magnetic flux means the number of magnetic field lines passing through a particular area. The number of number of magnetic field lines passing through a particular area is called magnetic flux. So we know that when we change magnetic flux or magnetic field, the current produces in a circuit, right? So according to this law, the amount of induced EMF is equal to the rate of change of magnetic flux with time. Okay, rate of change of magnetic flux mean rate of change of magnetic flux with time. So mathematically, induced EMF is given by denoted by this symbol E. Okay, induced EMF which is equal to minus D one second. Okay. Okay, so where we left, the law stated that the magnitude of induced EMF in a circuit is equal to the rate of change of magnetic flux through the circuit. And the definition of magnetic flux is number of magnetic field lines passing through a particular area. Okay, so when the magnetic flux changes, we know that the induced EMF produces, right? So the induced EMF will be equal to the rate of change of magnetic flux in time, or the time rate of change of magnetic flux. So mathematically induced EMF is given by minus del phi b divided by dt. That means the rate of change of magnetic flux through time, this ddt used for the rate of change of magnetic flux with time. Okay, where phi b is the magnetic flux. The negative sign indicates that the direction of E. So, if rate of change of the magnetic induced EMF will be in the opposite direction of rate of change of magnetic flux. So, if in a direction the magnetic field is changing, then in the opposite direction the induced EMF will produce. That's why we use this negative sign. Negative sign means in the opposite direction EMF will be induced. Okay, so this equation is for when there is only one coil in the electrical circuit. If there are n number of coils, then the equation will changes into this. In case of a closely wound coil, n turns, change of flux associated with each turn is the same. Therefore, the expression for the total induced EMF is given by this. So, if there is only one coil in the circuit, then the equation will be this, and if there are n number of coils, then the equation will be multiplied by n. Okay. Okay, so any question? Okay, you can give your attendance, and if you have any question, you can ask. Okay, thank you everyone. You can leave.